Hello explorers!
Hello explorers! Welcome to a new episode of our long way around the world.
As you can see, we made it to Uluru.
Uluru!
We are in the heart of Australia right now.
And this episode is about crossing a continent. So we are on the way to cross Australia from south to north, from Adelaide all the way up to Darwin.
So it's about 3,000 kilometers to drive all the way, and we're almost in the middle.
It's a long way and you don't want to break down on the way, especially when you're not driving with a rental, like a new rental car, but with a bit older vehicle as we do.
Still flies
Tony.
around,
Yeah.
sorry. So many flies. So when we do that, it's because of the flies are still around.
Luckily they're disappearing a bit in the evening, but during the day, midday, they're terrible. Okay, going back to Tony. Tony is a bit, he's a fantastic vehicle, but he's 17 years old, so you don't want to break down. And so what we did is we checked tire pressure. We bought an extra fuel canister, put it on top of it. We got an extra oil canister. We refilled all the fuels. And we got it checked by a mechanic.
Yeah, he was in the hospital. But it wasn't too bad, so he's all right.
Yeah, only one part replaced. Fuel filter was causing some problems, but now it should be fine. And we prepared ourselves.
Yeah, we bought food and water and everything because here in the middle of Australia it's a bit expensive. As you can imagine, they have to bring it all here.
We don't have cell phone reception all the way, so we couldn't call, but we have a radio in our Tony, so that will maybe save us. Hopefully, I don't know.
No, we just gonna drive up there.
We are here in Cooper Pedy, about halfway between Adelaide and the Uluru, and it's an old mining town. Because it gets so hot in summer, some of the buildings are actually underground, and one of these buildings is the Serbian Orthodox Church, and we're gonna check it out how it looks underground.
There's a tiny tin man in the sand. I see a flower in his hand, greeting all the mighty waves to land. There's...
We are at the Uluru Kata National Park in the outback of Australia. And right behind us is the climb to the famous Ayers Rock or Uluru.
But we decided not to climb it because it's a sacred site to the Uluru people, and they're actually going to close permanently the climb in October this year.
Yeah, they changed a lot in the last 20 to 30 years. It hasn't been a national park back then. They gave the land back to the Aboriginal people, and the Aboriginal people gave the land back to the Australian government, and now they do a national park in Coburg.
Yeah, there are many other things to do than climbing the rock. So there's the Mala Walk, for example.
Which is really, really interesting because we learned a lot about the culture and all the ceremonies they do here, the Aboriginal people.
And also about the animals and plants you can find here.
They survive in the desert.
That's pretty impressive. There are a lot of flies in the outback of Australia.
So we are prepared. We have this little net. Otherwise we would have them all over our face.
And we'll go absolutely crazy because they're so annoying that you can't just get rid of them easily.
I think it's 2 million of them probably.
At least.
A little girl with golden hair, running free with no despair. And I wonder who has brought...
We are here in the Valley of the Wind, and there is definitely a lot of wind here. Good thing, it keeps the flies away.
There must be water at some point here because you see the black lines here. They're from water rippling down the mountains and building a black algae which stays here even when there is no water.
Here, into this playful place, this playing space with sparkling grace. I wanna sing.
Hello little guest, welcome to our home. You have beautiful colors.
Sing in 1,000 ways.
We finally made it to Darwin. After more than 3,000 kilometers, we drove all the way from Adelaide through the centre up to the northern point of Australia. And it was a long ride, and I hope you liked the video. If you did, give us a thumb up. and subscribe to our channel, because in the next video we go to the crocodiles. We go to the Kakadu National Park. So stay tuned.